Right, we're going to look a little bit about adding with positive and negative numbers. So to start with, I've got a number line which you should all be fairly familiar with. We've got our number 0 in the middle with all our positive numbers getting larger in this direction and our negative numbers getting more negative in this direction. Let's start with something straightforward then, just so we can introduce our number line. 3 plus 3. We probably shouldn't really need our number line to understand that one, but I'm starting at my number 3 and I'm adding on 3. And if I'm adding, I'm going in this direction along my number line. Okay, and if I add on 3 from 3, 1, 2, 3, it takes me to 6. Okay, and if I add on ever decreasing amount, so if I'm only adding on 2 from 3, I'm going less up my number line, I'm going only up to 5. And if I keep adding on less each time, actually if I'm adding on 1 there, it's going to be 4. If I'm not adding on anything at all, okay, I'm starting at 3 and I'm not moving anywhere, so I'm staying at 3. And if I now, if you look, there's a sequence here, if I now add on a negative number, okay, I was adding on 3, adding on 2, adding on 1, adding on none. If I'm adding on -1, the sequence suggests that I should end up at 2. So in effect here, if I'm adding on a negative number, I'm actually going in this direction, which is taking away. And the same applies if I start with a negative number. If I started at -3 and I was adding on 2, okay? If I'm starting at -3 and I'm adding on, remember adding is going in this direction. If I add on 2, I end up at -1. And if I start at the same number but I'm adding on less each time, okay, -3 adding on 1 would take me to -2. Adding on nothing, I remain where I am at -3. And if we look at our solutions here, and the fact that we're adding on 1 less each time, I should end up at -4. And -4 is the same as just taking away 1.
Okay, Mary, so let's have a look at this one. So solve x plus 2x equals 12. So what do you think you do first?
Okay, well, I want x on its own, so I would put x equals 12 minus 2x.
Okay, so a lot of the time we want to get x by itself, but what we want to do first is get all of these x's together. So can you see anything we can do with this? Get all these together in one place.
Oh, okay, it's 3x, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
3x equals 12. Oh, and so x equals 4.
Brilliant, spot on, well done.